Hi, boys and girls. Hey, I'm in our classroom at Tuscany Hills and it's freezing in here. I turned the heater on, but it's going to take a while to warm up. So I wrapped my sweater around me and I had a scarf in the cupboard and I even had some mittens. And then guess what? I found when I was looking in the cupboard a snowball. Doesn't that look like a snowball? Well, I have to tell you, it's not really. It's a styrofoam ball, a white ball. But what we do in the winter, I take a picture of all the kids in front of our winter bulletin board, and it has snow on it and snowflakes. And when the kids paint snowmen, we put them on there, and then we dress them up in a jacket and a scarf and mittens, and we have them holding the snowball like this. They can hold it like this or however they want. So we are going to do our winter page for our memory book today. And parents, I would love it if you could take a picture of your kids doing something in the winter, something they like to do in the winter. Now, so I've heard so many of you saying, because it's so cold out and there's snow in the mountains, that you have either been to Big Bear or Lake Arrowhead or somewhere where it's snowing at. And I bet if you were there, you probably took a picture of your child already. So if you have a picture of your child in the snow, in the mountains, making a snowman, just standing in front of a snowy tree, all bundled up, that would be so perfect. And I don't care if your whole family's in it, it would be great. So text it to me. I'll give you my number again. I'm sure you guys have it. And then if you don't, maybe have your child just get all bundled up because it's going to be really cold this week. You know, hat, scarf, glove, mittens. And instead of styrofoam, you can even just take a white piece of paper and crumple it up. And it would look like they're holding a snowball. Or if your child wants to say that maybe they don't want to be out in the snow when it's cold, maybe they don't like the cold, maybe they'd rather be inside sitting by a nice warm fire or drinking a cup of hot cocoa or playing video games. Okay, take a picture of them doing that, something they like to do in the winter. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to write about it. So some of those ideas we just talked about, we're going to write about. And since I'm at school doing another lesson, I thought this is a good one to do here. Sorry about that. I need to kind of move this camera so that you guys can see this board. Now, if we were in the classroom when I did this lesson, I would have the kids raising their hand and giving me some ideas. So I'm just going to kind of anticipate what I think they would say. So I wrote on the top of the board, in the winter. I guess it could say in the winter time, but it's okay. I drew some snowflakes here, and I'm going to write some of those ideas. So in the winter, and the reason I'm writing them up here is I do want the kids to write this one. I've been letting parents write so far, a dictation, but they're getting pretty good. They could write their own sentence, and these are pretty easy sentences, okay? So how about the easiest one? I like to play in the snow. So I'm going to start way over here with I think I might have to back up the camera now. I'm always going to put two finger space, like, like. Now that's one of our sight words, isn't it? Okay, and then the word to. Boys and girls, this is our new sight word this week. And I actually haven't introduced it, but I will. But this will be good for you guys to write it ahead of time. T-O. I like to, and then I'm going to move my two fingers. Play. This is also a sight word, but I believe it's a blue sight word. I like to play. Now in, you guys should know, I-N. And the, you know, T-H-E. Okay. And snow. S-N-O-W. Now, I'm telling you something, so I'm going to put a period. Okay? Now, let's go back and read it. I like to play in the snow. Okay? How about I like to throw snowballs? Okay? And so I'm just going to repeat. I like to, T-O, throw, T-H, O-W. There's a W at the end. I like to throw snowballs. Or we could have said I like to have a snowball fight. Snowballs in the winter. Now, you don't have to say in the winter because it's already up there. I like to throw snowballs. Now, any of these, if you would rather put an exclamation mark, you could do either one, right? Because it is exciting. I like to throw snowballs. I'm going to tell you how you combine these sentences in a minute too. Okay, let's see. How about I like to make a snow angel? That's when you lay down. I like to, 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 make, k. Sounds like a C or a K, I'll just tell you. It needs a silent E at the end to make the A say its name. I like to make snow, angels. What do you think angel starts with? A, right? Angel, just sounds like a J, but it's a G, angels. Or you could say, I like to make snow angels. Oh, in the snow, let's do that, in the snow. Well, I guess it's either way. In the, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and go on this board instead of going down in the snow. Okay, let's see. How about, like to go on a sleigh ride? I like to go sledding, or I like to go on a sleigh ride. I like, so lots of practice writing our sight words. I like to go, let's just say sledding, sledding. Now, if you've ever done it before, and maybe you've used an inner tube or a toboggan, you could say that, right? I like to go sledding. I'm just gonna leave that one the way it is. And then, how about I like to go ice skating? I don't know if you've ever done that before. We used to always go ice skating and take my kids. And we would go all the way to Los Angeles to Universal Studios because they had a really big, huge ice skating rink in the winter. I like to go, there's a sight word, ice, and then sk18, sk18. Now, I know I'm writing these kind of fast. What I'll do is I'll take a picture of the board, or I might even write them on smaller pieces of paper, and then the kids can kind of pick one, and then they probably will need a little bit of help with it. Now, maybe, can anybody do skiing? Have you guys ever done skiing or snowboarding? So it's the same sentence. I've got to sit on this little chair here, but I'll say I like to go skiing, and I am going to put snow because there's snow skiing and water skiing. I know how to do both. I used to be really good at both, but have not done either in a while. Snow skiing, so I don't want it to be water skiing. A lot of you guys live in Canyon Lake and you go water skiing, but in the winter you go up to the mountains and go snow skiing. Okay, now let's talk about, a lot of these kind of go together, okay? So if you wanted to, you could combine these and do two. You could either do two separate sentences, or you could use the word and. Like you could say, I like to play in the snow and throw snowballs. Or I like to go sledding and play in the snow. I forgot snowman. I like to build a snowman. I like, you could either say to build or make. Let's say build, because you really are an architect when you make a snowman. Build a snowman. So you could say, I like to play in the snow and build a snowman. Don't forget, do you guys see? I guess I've been thinking about the sentences so much, I keep forgetting to tell you, what did I put between my words? 2-finger space. I start with a capital and I end with the period. Well, we'll get into that a little bit more when we do it on the paper. Now, I'm going to turn this over here and I'm just going to write a few more. But these two that I write, my tripod's stuck, are going to be, maybe you've never been to the snow. Maybe you don't really prefer cold weather. Maybe you just want to stay inside and sit by the fire, right? So we'll do a couple of those too. In the winter, I like to sit by the fire. I know one thing I like to go to the movies, but we haven't been able to go to the movies, huh? Okay, now I'm gonna say I like to drink hot cocoa. I like to, it warms you up, doesn't it? Drink. Now, if kids, if you come up with something different, that's fine. You can write something different. It doesn't have to be one of these. But don't say I like to go swimming at the beach, right? In California, that's a possibility, but the water would be very cold, right? That's a better thing to say for summertime. I like to drink hot cocoa. Now, some of you guys just maybe want to stay inside and read books or play video games. I like to play, I'm going to say stay inside. Stay indoors or inside. Inside. And play video games. We ran out of room, so I'll go down here. Play video games, or tell you what, just to save time, I'm hoping I can go like this. Watch. Or you might say read books, or you might say play games. Yeah. Oh, we got video games, but watch TV, watch movies. Okay, watch movies, watch Netflix. Watch, I'm just gonna say TV. Okay, and then that's good. So you could say, I like to sit by the fire. You could say, I like to sit by the fire and drink hot cocoa. You could say, I like to stay home inside or stay home and play video games or read books. So I'll let you guys kind of try to, your parents can help you on that. Now what I'm going to do, because this lesson's getting kind of longer than I wanted it to, I am going to come sit down at my little table, and I'm going to be really careful not to bump the camera, because if it turns off, I have to do it again. I think we're good. I hope I'm still recording. Okay. Oh, I hope so. Oh no. Yeah, I am. 11 minutes, we gotta hurry. All right, so in the green folder, this is where your memory book papers are, okay? I'll show you what we got so far. If you've done them all, and a lot of you turned them in, which is great, because I have them, and I can start working on them. We did August, September, October, November. Oh, my December one isn't done, but December's in here. I think I have it somewhere else. And then here's the January. It says winter on it. So what I'm gonna do, I am gonna pick one of these out because I wanna show you that these lines, okay, I have 2 lines to write on, and there's no dot in the middle. So we write a little bit different on this kind of paper. We write, I'll show you. I'm gonna say I like to play in the snow. I like, and then I'm only putting 1 finger space. So look, so far I have I like to. See how small I'm writing? I'm writing kind of small, huh? If I write too big, I won't have enough room. And I'm only putting 1 finger space because this is a different type of paper. This is kind of paper like big kids write on. I like to build. I may have changed my mind there. I think I said play in the snow. I like to build a snowman. Now I have extra room. Now, if you wanted to stop with just 1 thing, that's okay. But I want to put the word and throw snowballs. Okay, now I can tell that I'm not going to have enough room there, so I'm going to put snowballs down underneath. Mom and Dad can help you. But I do want the kids to write it. It shouldn't be too much to write. And then I'm going to write Mrs. J down on the lines. I'll show you what I wrote, okay? In the winter, you don't have to say that, it's already there. In the winter, I like to build a snowman and throw snowballs, okay? So if you want to, you can pick out 2 things from the board or make up your own. Now what I want to do is make my snowman just like we did on Friday in that packet, but this time you have to draw the whole thing. So I draw 3 snowballs, a big one, a medium, and small. And then I'm gonna give my snowman a hat like Frosty the Snowman. And I will color this in later, and I'll do 2 rocks for eyes, a carrot for a nose, something that I find, maybe some berries or something for the mouth, and some buttons, some sticks, okay? So far, now I gotta draw the snow down here too. Here, there. I think I'm gonna put me in there too. So I'm gonna draw a picture of me too, all bundled up in my furry jacket, like an Eskimo I'm gonna look, and my stocking hat, just like Santa wears, with a fuzzy ball on the end. Here's my hair. And I've got my big jacket on. I am all bundled up. Now I did say throw snowballs, so I think I'm gonna put one hand, I have my furry mitten on, and the other one is up in the air, and I am holding a snowball ready to throw it at somebody, and I'm gonna make some big boots. Okay, so here's me in my winter parka, my winter coat, okay, with a fuzzy fur around the collar. Here's my snowman, here's my sentence, and I will color it. I'm gonna add some snowflakes too. Remember I showed you how I make snowflakes? I'll show you one more time. I make an X, I start with an X, and then I'm gonna put a line up and across, just like making a T. And then I like to go around it with dots. There's other ways to make them, but I'm gonna make a whole bunch like that. And when I color it, it's gonna be so beautiful. So the thing about these is, boys and girls, we're saving these for a memory book. And so you wanna do your very, very best, don't you? You don't wanna just draw a picture and then just, that's it. You wanna color it, you wanna add detail. So if I had time, you know, I could even put something else here. Maybe I could put Romeo, my doggy Romeo here. I think I will add Romeo later, okay? So add lots of detail and put lots of things that you would see outside in winter. I could put a tree there too, or a bush or something, right? But I think I'll draw Romeo. Okay, and then that's it. Now, don't forget, I want you to take a picture of this and put it on your Seesaw Journal page so that I know you did the work. And I want your parents to take a picture of you doing something you like to do in the winter. Now, again, if you've never been to the snow, but you would like to build a snowman, it's okay to write that, right? Okay, and send me that picture too. And then what I do is I take them off of my phone, I order them at Costco, I pick them up, and I save them for your memory book. Okay, good job.